Hey everyone, 11 weeks ago we decided to close the doors of our church on Sunday mornings and not gather due to everything that was happening with the coronavirus, and it's continuing to happen today. But we, in the midst of all this physical distancing and making sure we're being careful and how close we are with each other, I figured it could be a good time to fill social media with light and truth and something good, something that would bring meaning and hope to people's lives, because so often social media can be a tool just to bring things that are the opposite of those to our lives. And so I decided that each week I would release one of my songs just here in my library at home. And I'm making this video because this is going to be my last song. I'll be releasing it tomorrow, and I'm still in my library, but you can see it's empty. There are no books on the shelves because we're also in the process of moving to another part of town. And so that's one reason why this is going to be my last song in the library sessions. But the other reason is that after 11 weeks, our church is actually opening its doors again for the first time on a Sunday morning this coming Sunday. So I'm really excited about that. And so I wanted to share a song that is very personal for me, and a pretty heavy song actually, and I think it fits really well with the time that we're in right now, with all of this darkness that's been here for a long time, but it's being exposed. And so I just want to share with you the story behind the song, and it's called The Mountain. And the story is a true story, and it is the fact that God created a world that was perfect and beautiful, and He designed it to just be this place of enjoyment and full of life and green and just wonder and beauty, and also closeness and relationship with Him. But man decided to create his own world and to be his own God, and he turned to other things besides God to fill his life with what he thought would bring him meaning. And that turned to brokenness, and the whole world, every man, every woman turned to brokenness and turned to sin, and that separated him from God. And God was still longing to be with man, but we pushed him away. And this happened over the course of thousands of years. But God, because he loved the world so much, and because he loved his children that he created so much, said that he didn't want this to be the end. He wanted man to be with God. And so what he did was he sent his son, Jesus Christ, to come to the world, to live as a man who was still God, but lived as a man that had no sin. He lived a perfect life. And because of that, he was able to be a sacrifice for us, because the sin that we created separation from God, and meant that we needed to pay a penalty for that, because our sin is wrong and it's evil and it's dark. And so Jesus came to say, I want to take the penalty for your sin, and I don't want you to have to pay for that, because I want to live for all of eternity in closeness with you. And so what he did was he died on a cross, and we crucified him. People chose to crucify him, but he did that willingly to pay for our sin. And it didn't end there, because he actually had power over death. And on the third day, he rose out of the grave, saying, death has no power over me, and I now give life freely to anyone that would receive it. And so Jesus, being the good shepherd, as you'll hear in the song tomorrow, took us out of this dark valley that we were in, the valley of Hinnom, a personal hell that we lived in. And he, being a good shepherd, took us by the hand and said, let me take you up this mountain, the mountain of the Lord, mountain where my Father is, and I want you to live with me and be close to me. And so a walk with Christ right now, for me and for anyone that chooses to follow him, is climbing the mountain of the Lord, not by yourself and not out of your own strength, but out of the strength of the good shepherd that leads you to his dad.